back to another episode of Dragon Age series. Took about an hour break. Now we are back. As always, if you haven't watched the last couple of videos, be sure to go do that, because eventually everything I've done will come back to either help me or bite me in the ass. With that being said, we'll jump right into the action.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
Poor girl. Can't make everyone jump on command.
I'm Captain, not Viscount. I didn't expect to sleep through this. The occasional night would be nice, though. And it's mostly your fault.
Me?
The coin you brought to this city turned it like a lopsided cart.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
The door is right there. I'll put you to work.
You've said that a few times. Bust heads for you and leave the paperwork behind. It has its appeal, but that's not really me, is it? Besides, I know what you get up to. A casual partnership is enough. Nothing going on, but trouble tends to follow you, so I'm keeping an eye out.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Messiah. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
That's only slightly offensive.
Is there something you want, Bodan?
I came to deliver this to you. The last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
I recall Varric saying there would be more.
There was, in fact, but your mother took some for the mansion. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I assume he'll pitch in, just like you.
Of course. I'll keep a close eye on him so his enchantments don't do any damage. I promise you that. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
Quiet, Dane. My town. Just the way I like it.
You've settled in nicely.
I deserve it.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
Things are busy, Aveline. What's your point?
Yes, good. Use that tone on him and get him out of my hair. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. If you're gonna be picky, the common thread in most of the trouble is you.
What can I do that you can't?
I would never say as much, but... he keeps asking for you. Maybe just showing up will calm him down. He's in the gallows. If it leads somewhere real, I'll take it off your plate. Anything to shut him up.
I like the doggy.
Now I back up slowly.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the Hero of Ferelden's camp.
It's strange living here again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
It's been 3 years. Move on already.
You have so many new duties to keep you busy, and I'm just sitting idle. To lose Bethany and Carver, both of them so close together. It's been hard. But I'm trying. I guess I just need to start finding you a suitable wife.
Do what now?
I've been wondering if I shouldn't remarry. I'm sure the last thing you need is your mother watching over your shoulder every time you come home. But perhaps there is still life once your children have outgrown you.
No one is going to take Father's place.
Malcolm was the love of my life, the father of my children. No one can ever fill his spot in my heart. That doesn't mean I don't deserve some company in my dotage. The Reinhardt's second daughter is very interested in meeting you.
Everything that's left of my life in Lothering.
You've had luck on your travels?
By the dread wolf. Why is... My house always such a mess when people are here. It's clean.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble. Let me ask you something, Hawk. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
I'd make a good noble, don't you think?
If anyone could handle a life of sitting on their butt all day eating bonbons, Hawk, it's you. To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Nothing's been set in stone.
You're keeping your options open? That's unusually rational for you, Hawk. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
Still marinating your insides.
Have to keep old age at bay somehow. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
You're wasting your time. Castillon probably doesn't care anymore.
I retrieved it. It would be mine if not for those rotten... storms. Look, I know how you feel about this, but it's important to me, and I'm going to need your help when the time comes. Just promise me you'll consider it.
Talk to me when the time comes.
If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
So we come.
There are still many refugees.
So this relic you mentioned losing...
You have pretty eyes.
I have pretty eyes.
You elves have such pretty eyes. Even the men. It makes me want to pluck them out and wear them as a necklace.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't suggest trying.
Oh, I would never try. Not without reason, of course.
Forget I said anything.
I thought it would end here. Young Master Hawk destroyed Flint Company. None remain. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
Hawk? We were just talking about you.
Is the Flint Company bothering you again?
Hawk asked aggressively.
You know I hate it when you do that.
Hawk muttered in an angry aside to the dwarf.
If, you two have a moment, I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
Did Lord Harriman die violently about 3 years ago?
I won't ask how you know that.
I had heard he was murdered. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money, power. It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
They should pay for their crimes.
Unless I understand why they did this, any revenge I take will be hollow. I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
Fine, but don't think you're my top priority.
Thank you, Hawk. Having you by my side will stay anyone's hand. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Those will do for now.
There are still many
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years. There's still no sign of Denarius. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
This is his mansion, isn't it? He must know you're here.
Would you be surprised to learn that it isn't, in fact, his mansion? It belongs to a Tevinter merchant, one who has evidently given up on the place. Perhaps he is dead. Perhaps Denarius killed him. Either way, if Denarius is aware of my presence, he has done nothing.
Then this is the perfect time to track him down.
I'm not so certain. Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
Do you really not know?
My first memory is receiving these markings. The lyrium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
You don't know who you were?
Fenris was the name Denarius bestowed upon me, his little wolf. If I once had another name or a family, then they were taken from me. But again, this is not your concern.
Let's keep it that way.
Then we needn't discuss it further. We should move on.
Your hound is a mark of nobility in Ferelden, is he not? I have heard that gaining a Mabari's loyalty is considered the ultimate proof of character there.
Am I only important once a dog says I'm a noble?
I meant no offense. The dog cares nothing for worldly power. The Maker would like to see us learn from them.
Don't let it go to your head.
If you need me for anything, by all means, let me know. If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help.
Yep, I can make it for you.
You should do something about your locks. They're remarkably easy to pick.
You keep staring at me. Is it my eyes again?
You're very lanky for an elf. I like lanky.
From what I gather...
You! This is your fault! You and that blighter, Varric Tethras. You'll be the end of my boys.
I don't even know who you are.
Yevon, member in good standing of the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Not that it really matters to people like you.
Keep on insulting me and my friends, and you'll lose that wagging tongue, little man.
Typical. Exactly the boneheaded bravado they're drawn to. My sons are lost in the deep roads because of stories about you. Your sodding glory and treasure.
Don't you dare blame him. We both know this was Iwan's doing.
If you want to keep your job, shut your mouth, woman.
Your boys are grown men. It was their own decision.
I'm no one's nursemaid. Let your boys get out of this themselves.
You're the only one who knows where they went. They were following the path of your expedition. Please help me find them. Don't let my boys die down there.
Your sons made an expedition into the deep roads. Did anyone go with them?
They went alone, the fools. Just my 3 boys against every darkspawn in the deep roads.
Iwan is Yevon's middle son. The whole thing was his idea. Emrys and Merrin were just following his lead. The greedy bastard didn't want to hire anyone else if it meant he had to share the spoils.
Sounds familiar.
I thought coming to the surface meant I would never have to face losing my sons to the darkspawn.
I'm not risking the deep roads for your foolish children.
Then you condemn my sons to death.
Please, Messer. It was your trail they followed. If you change your mind, there may still be time to find them.
I'm sorry, but I'm on an important...
Surely an adventurer has... need of a good tailor.
I have prayed for Andraste to guide us to peace with the Harrimans.
I do love the way the merchant glare at me as if I'm going to steal something.
You're an elf. And besides, you're a great distraction for those of us who do steal.
That's strange. The door's wide open, and not a single guard posted. This is not the Lady Harriman I remember. There is something very wrong in here.
More! You lazy son of a bitch! What's taking so long?
Flora?
Why does no one in this house care what I want? More wine, or I swear I will drown you in the dregs.
She doesn't even see us. This is no normal wine.
More logs. It must be molten. You, more coins. I want every scrap of gold in this house.
Please, Monsieur!
There's nothing to fear. You'll be beautiful. Pour it over her.
Don't! You'll kill her! He can't hear me.
Perhaps I should be the one.
We must end this madness. I visited this house often as a child. They could not have concealed such goings-on.
there is nothing here for you.
You're not in a strong negotiating position.
You shall not enter.
Demons, temptresses. We must see what greater evil they were protecting. A ruin, so close to Hightown. I remember no such thing. In the shadows, more of them!
Let's finish this! don't think I can do that.
I'd like to, sweet thing, but I can't.
No.
Not going to happen.
Would you also like me to make pigs fly?
Haven will not submit. I put that idiot Goran Vale into the Prince's Sea, but the other families won't heed him. I must marry him to Flora and solidify our hold. But I need more power.
I've given you much. Your desires run deep. You've already traded your husband and your children. What more can you offer?
Your plots end here.
Who is this? Who are you? How did you get here? Sebastian!
You were my mother's friend. How could you murder her?
Such an ugly word. I prefer remove the only obstacle between her and her dreams.
This was your idea.
I could create such desires if I wished, but it's far easier to nurture those that already exist. The desire for power is easy to find. You and your friend both possess it, do you not? You both wish to rise.
Are you offering a deal?
A deal? With you? What have you to trade other than ambition too large for your grasp? Bring me the loyalty of 2 cities. Then perhaps you will be worthy of notice.
Do not listen to her.
Oh, such a pious soul, masking so much ambition. Are you so different from my lady? You yearn for the same lands, the same power.
I am the rightful heir. She is a usurper and murderer.
You swore to put aside worldly goods and ambitions, but they couldn't stop you from wanting them.
I will hear no more from you!
Come on!
Let us return to the Chantry. I must pray for Lady Harriman's soul. Let us return to the Chantry.
Sebastian, I am so sorry is such an inadequate word. When I think what Mother made us do, what those creatures made us do.
We were friends, Flora.
It was like a cloud came down on me. All I could feel or think was what the demon allowed.
Did your mother order the attack on Sebastian's family?
She did. You know Mother, Sebastian. She was always jealous of your parents. The demon twisted that until it was all she could think of. She was determined to seize Starkhaven for herself.
Was your mother a mage? How did she find this demon?
We've never had magic in our line. Perhaps that made Mother too confident. She thought she could deal with the demon and not fall prey to it. Those ruins there were unearthed when we expanded the house. Mother found the demon inside. I think she had signed her bargain before we even knew.
They're all dead. Your mother, too.
My mother has not existed for some time. What died today was only a puppet of the demon. If it takes every last coin my family owns, I will make reparations to everyone we've wronged. Starting with you, Sebastian. We weren't the only ones vying for Starkhaven. If you face more opposition, you have my support.
It will not make up for what happened.
No, that's true.
I'll tell you when I need you. I notice you talk about vulgar things quite a bit.
Do you want me to stop? Do I make you uncomfortable?
It was just an observation, really.
It's a bad habit I picked up spending years with foul-mouthed pirates.
We're here to serve the makeup, sir. What are you here for?
I had hoped prayer might cleanse me of the Desire Demon's touch, but I still hear her voice so clearly. I feel like I've bathed in filth that will never come off.
The Harrimans won't stand against you. Will you ride back to Starkhaven now?
I don't know. Flora said others are still vying for the title. I should find out who before I charge in blindly. In truth, I can't feel as righteous as I did before. I keep asking myself, do I want this because it's right? Or simply to have what I never thought I could?
Aren't you your parents' heir?
I'm the youngest son of 3. My parents were rather traditional. They wanted the heir and the spare, and I was left in the cold. They put me in the Chantry to prevent my competing with my brothers.
You seem very dedicated to the Chantry. You were put there against your will.
At first. But it was the best thing that could have happened. I was a wild boy, a shame to my family. The Chantry made me a man. It's odd. When I wanted to rule, I would have been terrible at it. Now that I might be decent, I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
Don't let the demon make you doubt yourself.
In trying to retake Starkhaven, I have already brought death to so many. Could I ever do enough good as Prince to justify that?
Would you stand aside and let someone else claim what your family fought and died for?
I know you've done great things in Kirkwall, Hawk. I imagine your methods haven't always been scrupulous. But you clearly do more good than harm. I just don't know if I can follow that road.
I think this is yours.
My grandfather's bow, but where did you get it?
One of the Flint Company mercenaries had it.
Thank you. It's hard to mourn the loss of a thing while my family lies dead. But I did think of it.
What's the story behind that bow?
As the youngest son, it was my place to lead Starkhaven's militia. But I never had a talent for swordplay. Too much getting hit. My grandfather said the bow is the wise man's weapon. You can defend your city without opening its gates. Grandfather said the day I could pull the string on his bow, it would be mine.
Then why didn't you have it with you?
I was 13 when my grandfather made me that promise. I would rise at dawn to practice my shots until I could hit the eye slit of a helmet from the top of the ramparts. But my parents pledged me to the Chantry before I could show him.
Were you and your grandfather close?
He was a man of the world, Prince of Starkhaven. But he had the most unshakable faith in the Maker. When my parents threatened to pledge me to the Chantry, he told me he'd gladly trade his title for a life of contemplation. The Maker ordained a place for each of us, I remember him saying. We have only to serve.
Think of them with every arrow you fire to retake your land.
Yes, this will be a fitting weapon to carry against the usurpers. Thank you for thinking of me, Hawk. I think Grandfather is smite. Seeing me holding his bow.
So, what duty?
That's Gollum's name. Yes. Gigantus Crumbum the Third. He's my favorite. Look around. So many things to admire. I am the great and magnificent. Zemo, the antiquarian.
Is this getting you any closer to your ship? I just don't understand why you're working with us. You don't seem to care about anything we do.
I'll deal with this!
The Brussels?
What? Women can't go to Brussels too? You're just not getting any imagination. Oh, look. Now you are. You're cute when you're blushing.
Alone in the dark. And that's how we like it.
Kunari don't never get sick.
And that will, stop the itch.
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
The Templars are hunting you.
Not me specifically. They were just checking the refugee camps. But it's not like this place is a secret. It's only a matter of time.
Do you have something you need?
Sorry, I thought you might have come by to talk. People do that, you know.
Used to work the docks.
This one time, I was sailing to Lemerin, and there was a fight between two of my men. It was over a dice game, or the last piece of toast or something. Sailors, they're touchy about their toast.
Is this going anywhere?
It will if you let me finish. So, there's a knife fight, and Jim ends up with a broken-off blade stuck in his shoulder. It's very deep in there, and we're out at sea at least a week from the nearest port. If you were there, you could have reached in and plucked that blade right from his flesh.
That's your whole point?
Pretty much.
I still don't get the name. Did they hang someone here?
It means being drunk.
hunters.
Stop right there. You are in possession of stolen property. Back away from the slave now and you'll be spared.
Come down here and let's talk about it.
I won't repeat myself. Back away from the slave now!
I am not your slave!
Please, don't kill me.
Tell me!
I don't know. I don't know, I swear. Adriana brought us. She's at the holding caves north of the city. I can show you the way.
No need. I know which ones you speak of.
Then let me go. I beg you. I swear
You chose the wrong master. Hadriana. I was a fool to think I was free. They'll never let me be.
This is someone you know?
My old master's apprentice. I remember her well. A sniveling social climber that would sell her own children if she thought it would please Daenerys. If she's here, it's at his bidding. He knew he wouldn't let this go.
This is no time to lose your temper.
There will be more. If Hadriana's here, she won't stop. We need to find her. We'll send a message to Daenerys he won't soon forget.
Lead the way.
The holding caves held slaves in the old times, but apparently they are no longer abandoned. We must go quickly, before Hadriana has a chance to prepare, or flee.
Good riddance.
Alas.
moment.
I can't do that.
I'll pass.
Only that will possible.
I don't think I can do that.
Think again.
I'd like to, sweet thing, but I can't.
We must be careful. There were many such holdings once, especially in the mountains where individual slavers kept private pens. They were designed to protect against raids from fellow slavers. No doubt it's why Hadriana chose this place.
Do slavers attack each other often?
They did. What better way to find slaves than to steal them? The holdings outside of Tevinter have mostly been abandoned, but they still exist.
A few protections won't stop us.
Let's hope this isn't a waste of time. They're still here. Good. See for yourself. The legacy of the Magisters.
They kill the slaves for their blood.
In a society where mages rule, they find many ways to justify their need for power.
There's nothing like the smell of fresh blood!
you hurt? Did they touch you?
They've been killing everyone. They cut Papa, bled him.
Why? Why would they do this?
The Magister. She said she needed power, that someone was coming to kill her. We tried to be good. We did everything we were told. She loved Papa's soup. I don't understand.
Is the Magister still here?
I think so. The Magister said they were to prepare for battle. I think she's very frightened.
She has every reason to be.
Please don't hurt her. She'll be so angry if you hurt her.
Let's not waste more time. We need to find Hadriana.
Everything was fine until today.
It wasn't. You just didn't know any better.
Are you my master now?
No.
But I can cook. I can clean. What else will I do?
This isn't our concern. Just go.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be bad.
Let's find Hadriana and be done with this place.
Want me to take a look at that?
Piece of cake.
Stop! You do not want me dead!
There is only one person I want dead more.
I have information, Elf, and I will trade it in return for my life.
Ha! The location of Denarius. What good will that do me? I'd rather he lose his pet pupil.
You have a sister. She is alive. You wish to reclaim your life? Let me go, and I will tell you where she is.
How do we know you're even telling the truth?
You don't. But I know Fenris, and I know what he's searching for. If he wants me to betray Denarius, he'll have to pay for it.
This is your call.
So I have your word. I tell you, and you let me go.
Yes, you have my word.
Her name is Verania. She is in Carinus, serving a magister by the name of Ahriman.
A servant, not a slave.
She's not a slave.
I believe you. We are done here.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. This could be a trap. Denarius could have sent Hadriana here to tell me about this sister. Even if he didn't, trying to find her would still be suicide. Denarius has to know about her and has to know that Hadriana knows. But all that matters is I finally got to crush this bitch's heart. May she rot, and all the other mages with her.
We should go, Fenris.
Go where? Back to Kirkwall? Don't make me laugh. You saw what was done here. There's always going to be some reason, some excuse why mages need to do this. Even if I found my sister, who knows what the Magisters have done to her? What has magic touched that it doesn't spoil? I need to go.
That's where that page went. Okay.
I've been thinking about what happened with Hadriana. I took out my anger on you, undeservedly so. I was not myself. I'm sorry.
That's it. Just an apology.
If you wish, I can go. You need not see me again.
All I want to know is what happened in there.
When I was still a slave, Adriana was a torment. She would ridicule me, deny my meals, hound my sleep. Because of her status, I was powerless to respond, and she knew it. The thought of her slipping out of my grasp now. I couldn't let her go. I wanted to, but I couldn't.
I'm glad you killed her then.
I should be happy now that Hadriana is dead. Instead, I feel nothing but disquiet. This hate. I thought I'd gotten away from it, but it dogs me no matter where I go. To feel it again, to know it was they who planted it inside me. It was too much to bear. Nah, but I didn't come here to burden you further.
We'll talk again some other time.
An excellent idea.
Did you ever run the wilds, boy? Kirkwall is no city for a breed used to open spaces. Nice as your estate is, it's not healthy for a Mabari to be cooped up. May I take him to the barracks time to time? He could help train my guards.
He's here to keep the place safe. I need him to stay.
Your decision, but a fat hound won't do you much good.
May I say again how thankful I am you've allowed Sandor to remain? He seems very happy.
I've got something for you, Varric.
My father's signet ring. Where did you find it? Bartran pawned it off to pay for the expedition. What's this about, Hawk?
This belongs to whoever is responsible for House Tetris. That's you now.
Thanks. I'm in real danger of forgetting that. I guess I should be dealing with that pile of letters from my Orzammar agent. Poor Sod's been kept out of the city for 6 months. If Harrimont isn't killed soon, he'll be writing me novels. Thanks, Hawk. I promise I'll think of you whenever I argue pointlessly with some blighter.
Whoever was telling the story had made me more handsome.
Were you listening to that guy in the Hanged Man last night?
Your eyes are like bumblebees, flying into the window of my soul.
My favorite was, your lips are like the wings of sparrows, red ones, with no feathers.
Oh, speak, and send the plucked wings of your lips soaring.
I'd buy the guy a drink, but I don't think he needs one.
Anyone know Sir Karen? Has he done anything wrong?
was hoping you'd come. You did so much for my Fainreal already, but he refuses to see me. But I know he's chafing at the Circle's ways that keep the demons from him. And now they've taken him. 2 days ago, Fainreal went into a nightmare and hasn't returned.
He can't be woken up?
Sir Thrask tells me he lies like the dead. He barely breathes.
Surely there are mages who can pursue him in the Fade.
I have contacted Keeper Marithari. The Dalish have an ancient ritual that might help. But it requires someone Fainreal trusts to enter the Fade to free him.
I did some work for you. That doesn't make me your boy's best friend.
You may not think so, but I believe Fainreal does. Sir Thrask told me that Fainreal speaks of you with great respect. The Keeper says Fainreal's powers are a throwback to ancient magics that once let elves shape the Fade. The only way to reach him is through his dreams.
How would such a magic work?
I am no mage. I only know the Keeper said it was a power greatly feared by the Tevinter Magisters.
I'm not afraid of demons.
Marithari is coming to perform the ritual that will bring Fainreal back. His childhood things here will help anchor him. Are you willing to submit to her magic to save my son?
What does the ritual entail?
The Keeper can explain it better than I. Her ritual will send you into the Fade. Once there, I imagine you face down the demons until Fainreal regains control of himself. You will be unable to return from the Fade until he does.
I would not see the demons acquire a new source of power.
I know his power makes him dangerous, but please, it's not Fainreal's fault. Be gentle with him.
Solitary Breed? Sounds like an experience. I'm game.
I've already called for the Keeper. We need to begin the ritual as quickly as possible. Would you like to stay here or return when she arrives?
This is too urgent to delay.
You have been far kinder than I had any right to expect.
I came quickly, Ariane. I did not wish to tell you by letter how grave your son's situation is. The magic he possesses makes him what the Tevinters called Somniari, a dreamer. Dreamers have the power to control the beyond, what humans call the Fade. Fainreal is the first in 2 ages to survive.
Why are they so rare?
Dreamers have great power in the Fade. They attract demons. Luckily, Most prove too frail of mind to survive a demon's possession. A dreamer abomination would be near unstoppable.
Is there a difference between the Beyond and the Fade?
They are the same. By either name, the Fade is the realm of spirits, Thedas' heart, while the mortal realm is its strong arm. The demons who live there covet the bodies of mortals and seek to possess them. Only mages ever touch the Fade in a waking state. Others see it in dreams.
What exactly are we going to do here?
The elves of the Dales were experts in the Somniari arts. They could even help those with no power enter the Fade. I have done my best to recreate the ritual. We will use Fainriel's childhood home as a focus to draw him back through the veil.
What can a dreamer do?
Dreamers are unique for their ability to enter the Fade at will, without the aid of Lyria. In the Fade, they can shape dreams, and even affect the world beyond the veil. Tevinter Somniari used to enter the minds of sleepers and slay them in their dreams.
So if I do your ritual, I assume there's some kind of reward?
We will live. If that is not reward enough, perhaps you will accept the tome where I found this ritual. It should prove valuable to your own studies of magic. Now, Ariani, please excuse us. We must prepare.
Oh, of course.
There is more I must tell you that is not for her ears.
I want to get this over with.
Fainriel cannot become an abomination. The destruction he would cause is unimaginable. If you cannot save him from the demons, you must kill him yourself. A death in the Fade will make him what your circle calls tranquil. He will be no threat after.
I will not let him become a danger.
I wish you luck. Now, gather a team, and we will begin. Choose carefully, for all will face temptation.
I never give in to temptation.
I have no desire to explore the Fade, but if you need me, I will go.
I admit, I'm a little fascinated.
Let us begin.
Hole. An awful thing to dream about.
Come. Fainriel must be trapped further in.
Well, it's rare to see two forgotten magics in one day. It's usually a slow pace, a fade. Not many surprises. I wasn't sure I'd like this one, but it has potential.
A sloth demon. Think active thoughts, like running and jumping and such.
Call me Torpor. proposition that might interest you.
Speak, but I promise nothing.
I trust you're here for the mage, Fainriel. 2 of the most powerful demons in this realm are vying for control of him. Sadly, I'm no warrior. I couldn't stand up to them. But if I did, I'd only want the boy's power to secure my position in the Fade. I'd be no threat to your world.
What sort of creatures are menacing Fainriel?
There is a demon of desire called Caress. She ensnares him in dreams of bliss from which he will not emerge. The other is a creature of pride known as Rhyme. It offers Fainriel the power to control his life and world.
Is there still time to save him?
He suffers under the demon's assault. Every time they strain his connection to the mortal world, his mind breaks a little further. The pain of it shakes this entire realm.
What would it take to defeat these demons?
They each weave an illusion for Fainriel. You must help him reject it. But be cautious. Shatter the dream too quickly and his mind will break. He must reach the realization on his own.
So if I help you possess Fainriel, you won't attack Kirkwall?
We are drawn to the mortal realm to merge with a living soul. Once I have done so, what need will I have for your people? I merely want power against my own kind.
I'm not sure we should be doing this.
Bring me Fainriel, and I will grant you anything you ask. Power, magic, money, the strength of 10 men.
Give me the power to channel the Fade, and I will take your deal.
Signed and sealed.
Be cautious. Demons don't always keep their promises.
Use those doors to enter the other parts of Fainriel's nightmare. You will take on the form of something he dreams. Gently guide him out of his temptation. If you disrupt him too quickly, his mind will snap. Bring him to me, and power beyond dreams will be yours.
My people, I present to you our hope. His features may mark him as human, but in his heart beats the blood of the Dales. He is now a prisoner of the Circle, but through us he shall find freedom.
I don't know what to say.
This is a trick.
First Enchanter, what are you doing here? Mother told me the Dalish are honorable. Why would the Keeper lie?
Why would she entrust her people to a human?
You are one of us, Fainreal. Your magic will restore our greatness.
But I can't even control my magic. The Circle says I have power, but no gift for using it.
Could the elves trust you with the power to shape reality? Could you trust yourself?
Don't listen to him. The first enchanter is trying to keep you from realizing your greatness.
Trying to keep me from temptation. From demons. What are you? Be gone, fiend!
You. Why did you interfere?
With my power joined to his, Fainreal would have changed the world.
There can be no honest deal with a demon.
No? You think I will lie then, when I offer your friends what Fainreal turned down? You think this elf, with her innocent face, would turn down a demon's offer? She didn't before. How about it? Would you take what I offered the boy? Scion of the Dalish, savior of elvenkind.
Can you do that?
I am the greatest of my kind. Whatever tricks your little pet has taught you, pale in comparison.
Do it, and you're a dead woman.
I cannot put you ahead of the fate of my people.
You took my dreamer. Now you'll take his place.
That's it, Fainreal. Pardon the downstroke, then leave. Good. I'll have you scribing all my letters soon. If I'd known you were such a brave lad, I'd have brought you into the business years ago.
Does that mean I can come with you to Antida, Father? Mother said maybe this summer. Right, Mother?
Your father never wanted anything to do with you. Don't trust him.
Why are you lying to me?
Don't listen, son. She's always been ashamed of you. She wanted you gone, so she could go back to the dailies. I'm the one who loves you.
But why can't I remember you?
This is a trick, Fainreal. He wants something from you.
Why? That's right. I spent my whole childhood waiting for you.
Your mother never allowed.
My mother loves me. She showed me the letters she wrote you. You never wrote back. And it was Mother who taught me to write, not you. I've never met you before. Who are you?
Don't question.
Me.
Ah!
You.
against me.
And now you're going to die.
Take away my pets, and I'll take away yours. How loyal are these friends you drag into the Fade? Would your pirate queen stay if the open water beckoned? What do you say, sweetheart? A two-mast brigantine, square main topsail, 100 well-built lads to answer your every whim. I know you've been looking for a stiff masthead.
Think about siding with that demon, and you're dead.
You'll have to catch me first.
The Siren's Call 2 awaits in Kirkwall Harbor. I'll be under the firs in the captain's quarters.
I like big boats, I cannot lie.
What's happening? This is still the Fade.
Hush, son. The Fade isn't all bad. You're safe here.
Wait. I know you. You saved me from those slavers. Are you a dream?
Yes, a lovely dream. Just close your eyes and open yourself to the Fade.
I am tired. It has been a trying night.
Yes, just relax. Everything will be all right. Now I have the power of the Dreamer. The Fade shall move at my command. Return to your mortal realm. Your reward awaits you.
I'm sorry. I wasn't able to save Fenrir.
What do you mean? Is he dead? My poor boy.
No. I see on your face it is worse. He gave in to the demons, did he not?
He has become an abomination.
No. My poor boy. Oh, this magic is a curse. Would that the creators had given him a normal life.
I should warn the Circle. They must know what creature they now harbor in their midst.
It's not... Always fun and game.
I can't believe I turned on you. With the demon in the Fade, I'm so sorry. Masaranas. I'll understand if you can't forgive me.
The next time you betray me, I'll cut you down.
I won't. I would never. Masaranas. I've been so careful in all my dealings with spirits until now. To make such an obvious mistake. It frightens me. It takes so little for a mage to fall.
What do you do to protect yourself from demons?
The Keeper taught me. In the Fade, you must believe nothing but yourself. Everything there is a lie, or a trick, or a trap. I knew not to trust, and I don't know why I did.
What made you give in?
It felt like every word the demon spoke reached out and pulled at my heart. I didn't want to believe it, but I just had to.
You could have killed Fainriel or me, or become an abomination.
But I didn't. You stopped me and put things right. Thank the creators you were there. It won't happen again, I'll make sure of that. By the dread wolf!
Why is my house always such a mess when people are here? It's clean sometimes, I swear.
Your brothers seem to find you.
I never have affairs with my crew. Once they see you naked with your ass in the air, they think they don't have to take orders. Men. Oh, you have to be twice as tough to earn half as much respect.
So did the crew member mutiny? I mean, after you... You know.
Oh no. I had the offending member removed. That got rid of the attitude. Oh, look, it's Hawk.
You have a lot to answer for.
Ugh, bugger. I knew this was coming. I'm sorry I abandoned you in the Fade. That was foolish of me. I mean, I didn't even get the ship in the end.
So you admit it? You'll betray a friend for a ship?
Hey, not just any ship. I could see the hard line of the hull, run my hands along the elegant curve of her prow. Oh! The demon was in my head. Nothing but the ship made sense.
Everything you say proves your weakness.
Well, we can't all be perfect like you. That would make the world too boring, wouldn't it? I already said I was sorry. What more do you want? Would you like me to clean your privy for a month? Shit. I really shouldn't have said that.
I think I'm gonna call it there for the time being, and I'll see you all later tonight.